Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, word to my brethren in Long Island, New York. Shout out to Long Island, New York. And speaking of Long Island, New York, we have a new card that was announced just today from PBC. They're going to be opening up the newly renovated Nassau Coliseum, the former home of the New York Islanders. Shout out to the Islanders. But a lot of notable names on here, and a couple good matchups that I might have to tune into this card because it looks like they're gonna have some good fights. But we'll start off from what's being reported. You have the two New York light heavyweights, and this is a fight that I was saying maybe like a year and a half ago should have been made, but I'm glad it's finally happening. It should be a good fight. Marcus Browne will be taking on former Olympian Marcus Browne. He will be taking on Seanie Monaghan. Monaghan, a guy who's been waiting a long time for a solid opportunity at a notable name. He was actually, if you guys remember, Seanie Monaghan was one of those guys that before Ward fought Kovalev, his name was being thrown around as Ward's tune-up opponent before he fought Kovalev, and then for whatever reason Ward just didn't make the fight happen with Seanie Monaghan. There were a lot of reports that happened, but so Seanie Monaghan versus Marcus Browne, that's a good fight. Both these guys actually have. They're friends, and it's good to see that there's actually people in boxing that are friends, and they're going to put that aside for one night and actually fight each other, because I'm so sick of guys saying, oh, well, we're friends, we can't fight each other. It's like, no, you box, if you're in the same weight class, you put that friendship aside for those 12 rounds or how long the fight is, and then you be friends after. But Seanie Monaghan, Marcus Browne, that's a good fight, probably going to be a good action fight. And for Marcus Browne, his last two fights, he had the fight against Hot Rod, the dude from Tampa. I thought he lost that fight. Many people thought he lost that fight. Like 95% of the boxing world thought he lost that fight. Got a gift, and then he came back. He fought Thomas Williams and got the WWE there. So a win against Monaghan, puts his career kind of back on track to where it needs to be going. So that's a good matchup there. Aside from that, the headlining fight on the card to begin with is the return of Robert Guerrero. He'll be taking on Omar Figueroa as he also returns to the ring because he hasn't fought in quite some time. So this is going to be a good fight between two Mexican fighters that have pretty good styles, good style matchup. Guerrero likes to come at welterweight, at least. He's always had that come forward style. Figueroa, at one point in time, was one of the hottest prospects in boxing. But he's got to kind of work his way back up. And he's got to make people remember who he was, because if we flash back maybe a year and a half ago, if you ask people who was the best prospect in boxing or one of the top prospects in boxing, Omar Figueroa was one of the first names being thrown out there. And if you go back and watch his old fights, it's easy to see why. So it'll be interesting to see how Omar Figueroa does. If he wins the fight, I would like to see him fight Adrian Granados, because that was the matchup that Adrian Granados himself asked for, and I think their styles match up well. So that's a good fight. And then you have Arthur Spilka fighting some guy named Adam Konaki. Don't know who that is, but it's good. It'll be cool to see Arthur Spilka in the ring. And then we got let's see, anybody else? That's really it. So July 15th, Nassau Coliseum. You're gonna have Monaghan Browne. That, like I said, good fight there. Marcus Browne really needs to win that fight. He can't lose to Monaghan, because Monaghan is 35 years old. He's a lot of opportunities have passed him by the wayside, so he's going to be coming very hungry for this fight. I don't know how much he has left in the tank to give, because when you're that age in boxing, especially a Monaghan style where you fight in such a come forward and exciting manner, you don't know how much he has left to give. So I hope Seanie does have a lot to give, because he's someone that I feel like a year or two ago should have been featured more, because he has a fan friendly style. And hopefully, if he's able to beat Marcus Browne, I would like to see him fight Joe Smith at the Nassau Coliseum, because that's a fight that makes so much sense. And that's really all it is, man. So not really much else to say. Good card there by PBC. So I'll be tuning into that. I believe that's the same night as Sullivan Barrera, Joe Smith. So I'm not sure if they're going to be at the same times or whatnot. But I'll try to make it happen and watch that card, because it is a good one. So let me know what you guys think about the matchups. Figueroa, Guerrero, Browne versus Monaghan. And then you have Arthur Spilka coming back to the ring. His first fight since being knocked out in emphatic fashion against Deontay Wilder. So leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.